women don't care about your struggles. They wait at the finish line and pick the winners.
Yes.
So like when I called in last time, Moff, I was talking to you. So I'm a volunteer firefighter. I've been doing it for 2 years now. And I'm working on going full time with it. But, you know, being a divorced dad, having kids, having a job, like I can't just fast track it. You know, like I have to do my EMT courses in the evenings when there's time and when the semester permits and stuff like that. And so I'm still working on it. And I figured I'd call in since nobody else was calling in, but like, dude, I'm having a hell of a time getting women to stay interested because I'm in this like transitionary period. So I guess, or I feel like it's because of that. So I guess my question is, should I just write it off completely and just focus on getting where I'm going?
What are they doing? They're just bouncing on you, ghosting you?
Yeah, ghosting, talking for a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, and then it just falls off.
Okay. Well, it looks like you're in good shape. You're not fat?
I'm working on some belly fat. I got a little bit of a beer gut.
Okay. Well, it's one area that you can try to improve. What are the sound bites that you're hearing? Like, what are they normally saying?
They're not usually saying anything. It's just like they're not matching effort. Like,
okay,
they show interest in the fact that they'll match with me. Like I have no problem matching with women and matching with women who are attractive. But then, you know, I don't know if it's just because they have so many options
that's one of the problems. Yeah,
their brain is just stuck in that like, ooh, something
How old are
new.
you?
I'm 34.
And what age range are you normally dating in?
Between 25 and 37, I would say.
And what are you looking for?
Honestly, I'm looking for a wife. I do want to be married again.
Why?
Because I want to have a family.
How many kids you got now?
I've got 2.
How old are they?
6 and 2.
No woman's going to give a shit about those kids, my friend. No matter how much you want them to, no matter how much they're going to, even if they tell you that they want to be a good example and, be a family and do things together. And, she loves your kids as much as she loves you and blah, blah, blah. Like, even if you get to that stage, that's all going to change. Women are not like men when it comes to raising other people's kids. They fucking hate it. Like, they just don't like it. They just really don't like it. And I don't think that you should set the expectation. And that's probably one of the things that's pushing them away too, because you're a single dad with small kids. And I've seen the same thing too, right? Like, when you have small kids, I mean, I had one kid when I was like dating when I got divorced, and I had a good chunk of rejection from women that were just like, yeah, I'm looking for a guy without kids, sort of thing. And then the even funnier part was like you'd get gals that had kids and they would also say the same sort of thing. Like, oh, she's got like 3 kids from 3 different fathers. And she'd be like, oh, I'm looking for a guy without kids. It's like, are you fucking crazy? Right. I wouldn't aim to have a family by just like introducing a new woman into the household and being like, oh, or let's blend families. Let's bring her 2 or 3 kids into the mix and we'll just sort of live together like the Brady Bunch. Like, have you thought this through?
I mean, I feel like I've thought it through.
What's your expectation? Like, what do you hope is going to happen? Like, she's going to treat them as her own?
I mean, yeah.
Are you open to more kids, Josh?
I'm on the fence. Part of me says yes if I met the right person, but at the same time, part of me's like, nah, dude, I've got one of each.
Because I think that's going to be a tall order. Like, I mean, I think it's going to be tough to have a woman that's just going to want to play stepmom, that's not going to want kids, of her own. I think you have a much better bargaining chip if you're willing to have another kid or 2 with this woman that, you bring into your life. But remind me again, like, why didn't it work out with you and your wife first off?
Oh, dude. So, I mean,
who left who? Like, because you have the kids, so I'm guessing like she's probably kind of nuts.
Well, we have joint custody.
Okay.
I have my daughter half the time. I'm very involved dad. She checked out on me like pretty super hard after our son. Some of it was definitely due to postpartum depression, but honestly, I just think she didn't want to do it anymore and was too afraid to just tell me to hit the road. So I just nutted up and did it myself.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit. So if you search reddit.com step parents, before you create this contract in your head about I want to invite a woman into my house, introduce my kids, have a family sort of thing, just read that. Just read the stories that men and women are sharing. A lot of the times women are just like, I fucking hate these kids. Like,
Oh, really?
they're not mine.
Okay.
They do this, that, and the other thing over and over again, and I just fucking hate them. And I want to get out, and this was the stupidest choice that I ever made.
What was that subreddit called again?
Step parents.
Just step parents?
Yeah.
And Josh, subconsciously too, like, I just want to make sure, like, again, you may not be thinking about it like this, but again, how busy you are and all this time and extra, like, make sure you're not like, hey man, I'm looking for a wife because I'm looking for somebody to take care of the kids while I'm studying or while I'm working and things like that. You're not just looking to have that as a placeholder. Like, this is a, you know, bringing anyone, a step parent into your house that doesn't share the DNA with your children and expecting them to love and care them as your own is foolish, potentially very dangerous, a dangerous situation. I mean, it is, I believe statistically, it is the most dangerous situation that you can put your kids in. I think Gad said that, you know, in all of his research, it's like introducing a step parent into the mix puts your kids at a greater risk for abuse than any other thing you could do to
It's
them.
even worse if the mom gets involved with a guy that's got sons.
Right.
Because now you've got the stepfather and you got the step siblings in the house. And if you have a daughter, I can't tell you how many women that I've talked to, you know, that I've dated, they're like, I grew up and my stepfather violated me, my stepbrother, da da da. It's like, holy shit. Like, it's very common. It's like, honestly, dude, like, I know that they're young and you're like, yeah, I could use some help and all that shit would be good. Do you have your parents around?
No, my mom lives in Arizona and the rest of my family are all on the West Coast.
I mean, I know that they're young and you're like, you know, thinking, you know, what if I get a new gal in the house and maybe have another kid with her or something like that? But it's just like, dude, I've seen this movie over and over again, and it very, 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 very rarely ends the way that you're hoping that it's going to end. It usually ends in extra layers of chaos. So I would prepare for being a single father, raising those kids by yourself, and you'll do just fine, Josh. Like, dads do a great job of raising their kids. Better. And just date. I mean, you're a good looking guy. You're going to be a firefighter. You know, have some fun. And if women are starting to do like, hey, you know, I really dig your vibe. Where do we stand? Where's this going? You know, I know you got kids. You know, you open to more kids. I'd like to meet your kids, sort of thing. A lot of that's going to change when she starts spending. Like, again, go to that subreddit and read it. There's a lot of stories of like women that married men, had another child or two children with them, and they're just constantly complaining about the stepkids. And it's exhausting to read all of it, dude. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.